Good afternoon, everybody. Pam here with your Mindset and Marketing Maximizer on your Tuesday afternoon. Well, morning if you're on Pacific time, but most of us are in the afternoon, right? I'm continuing on this little series focusing on why focusing on you has never been so important. I've done the last couple weeks, I did parts 1 and 2. The first one was basically like, why now, right? Hi, Nicole. Thanks for joining me. And last week, I talked about kind of a game plan and a strategy when it comes to creating or focusing on your growth and focusing on your mental health, right? Because like I've been saying the whole time, like this, it's never been more important than to focus on yourself right now. Whether you are an entrepreneur, whether you're not, it doesn't matter. Self-preservation, mental health, self-care, all these words are getting thrown around. Nobody knows exactly how to go about doing it, or even like to make a plan. People are like, self-care, you need a plan for that. Yes, I have 2 kids. I have to plan for my self-care. Last night, I actually fit in a bubble bath with a little glass of wine in the first time in forever. So yes, plan that shit. Plan it. Plan your self-care. Plan your mental health, your self-preservation. You have to. That's just the way it is. Now more than ever, right? So today I'm going to talk about, I talked about why, I talked about creating a plan. Now let's be masters of implementation and take action, because plans are useless without action. Am I right? So I'm going to take a little sip of water. Nicole, long overdue. You haven't had a bubble bath either? Dude. Girl, do it. It was the most amazing. I think I spent like half hour, 45 minutes in there. It was awesome. It was awesome. And it didn't feel like too long either, because you just kind of lay there and you kind of veg out and you're like, oh, this is good. This is good. So do it. It may not look like a bubble bath for you. You may not like bubble baths. That's fine. Equivalent of whatever it is. Insert the blank. Or insert the whatever in the blank. Jenna says me neither. Girl, do it. You need to take that time for yourself. 100%, 1,000,000%. I cannot get, apparently I have a co-host today. I cannot get that point across, like, enough. You have to. Last night I did it after the kids went to bed. I've been getting the kids to bed by like 9 o'clock lately. It's been awesome. Lately. Over the whole summer, it's been like 10, 10:30, 11. It was nuts. But with school starting, or whatever is going to happen here in the next week, I felt the need to kind of start the cycle of putting them to bed a little bit earlier. So I hope that's not such a shock. We'll see how this goes. There's so many unknowns up in the air right now. Like, anyway, that's a whole nother subject. So let's take action. Let's take action, because plans are nothing without implementation. Am I right? Oh, first I have a note here. My top contributors for the last month. Thank you, ladies. Brandy and Christina and Jenna, who I know is watching, and Norma and Tina. Thank you, ladies, for contributing to my group, commenting on my posts and my lives. Feel free to drop any post. Like, this is your community. I love helping you guys. If you have a struggle, post it. If you have anybody, Tina, holy crap, you're on with me live. I haven't seen you in forever. If you have anybody that's bugging you in this group, message me privately. We will get that shit blocked, reported. People, judgment, bullying does not fly in my group. 1,000,000%. I'm not going to get emotional about it because I went through some stuff over the weekend. It's okay. It's okay. But the point is, We are here to support you. I know that Jenna and Tina, you know, I know them. I've known them for so long. They are the most supportive ladies that I know. Karen that's in here too, Brandy, Christina, like all these ladies, all these people in here, we're all here to help each other. So please, if you are having any struggles, reach out. If you don't want to post in the group, that's fine. Reach out to me personally. DM, PM, message, whatever the hell you want to call it, message me. Please, for the love of God. Okay, moving on to my topic for today. So, part 3 of 3. Taking action. Let's take action, everybody. So you've created your growth plan. It's time to act. But what are the best tools that one can use to execute your plan and succeed? Likely you've picked up some strategies along the way, some habits that you either should nurture or maybe some you should kill. Tina said, "Aw, thanks. Yes, reach out." She is amazing. So if you do not know Tina, you need to know Tina because she's awesome. But personal growth means that knowing that there's always more to learn. There's always not better, but like different things that you can apply, different experts in their fields that you can come across. There's so many. And I mean, how do you weed them out, right? Except for to like go through people that you trust or kind of see what they're about for yourself. But here are several areas where you can start growing and you can be supported by professionals. So health is the first thing when it comes to personal development. It's been such a key area for me over the last year or so, just focusing on my own health, like my body being so self-aware. There's a quote here from Ralph Waldo Emerson. The first wealth is health. And I 1,000,000% agree with that. Every living thing requires energy to grow, from the tiny little organisms to humans, elephants, the biggest blue whales, the biggest things on the earth, right? We all require energy to grow. And the amount of energy that we're able to recruit determines that the quality of our growth, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally and spiritually. When our bodies are healthy, we're able to convert food to energy more efficiently. More oxygen gets to our cells. We're free of pain that slows us down, which lets us squeeze out more activity. It's a positive return cycle, which we all know and love. Sure, you can achieve great things if you are unhealthy. There's lots of people that are unhealthy and they've achieved great things. No judgment. But it is far more difficult. It takes more energy. And that's kind of like the opposite cycle, right? So for most people, maintaining good health is not that complicated. It involves eating healthy, exercising, making sure you're getting in some movement every day. This does not mean that you need to lose a ton of weight. It does not mean altering, if I know how to speak today, altering your diet drastically. It does not mean being that extreme. Like the 75 hard challenge that I've done twice, that was extreme. And I'm probably never going to do it again. I loved it, but I'm probably never going to do it again just because it was so extreme. As with most progress in life, slow and steady wins the race. So everybody knows Dr. Oz, right? He's got a show on TV. He's got websites and articles everywhere. He's a cardiothoracic surgeon. And his advice every day should include little steps towards growth. Don't take these big dramatic steps, he says. You want to be just a little bit better today than you were yesterday, and small steps can take you there. So you just need to prioritize your health. So what little things that can you do to prioritize your health? So stand up. Sitting, I don't know if you can hear my donkey right now. He's braying. He's a little loud. Hopefully it doesn't interrupt you. So sitting is not the new smoking as some claim, even though smoking is way, way worse for you. However, sitting more than 8 hours a day increases your risk of premature death and some chronic diseases by up to 10 to 20%. That's crazy. During this lockdown, or during, even if you have a regular job where you're sitting, I know with my Fitbit reminds me every hour that if I haven't moved 250 steps. So at the end of an hour, if I haven't gone 250 steps, which isn't that much, if you think about it, it buzzes at me. It's like, hey, Pam, get your ass off the couch and move. So then I go up and down the stairs a few times, pace around the house, go outside with the kids, whatever. But it's a reminder. So you could set an alarm on your phone every hour, every couple hours, get up and move more, get up and stretch. It doesn't matter if you're working or if you're at home like most people are right now, move more. Minimize alcohol. I know I just talked about a glass of wine. It was little. It wasn't much. It was just little, maybe like 5 or 6 ounces. And it was white wine, like really dry white wine. It was still good because I haven't really been drinking that much lately, but minimize your alcohol. Pandemics, even being at home, like I'm a stay-at-home mom. Honestly, this whole thing hasn't really changed my lifestyle that much, but being at home as much as most people have lately is boring AF. I'm not going to say that word. It's boring AF. Why not pass the time blissfully day drinking? We all love day drinking a little bit, right? Just a little bit. Because even moderate alcohol use is robbing you of your hard-earned cash. So if you're not working, you probably shouldn't be wasting your money on alcohol anyway. Early mornings, because you tend to try and sleep away the hangover if you get one. And that means like exercise sessions. I know that I haven't been on my treadmill as much this summer as I have been in the past, and I am remedying that already. Want to now, LOL, no, but what? Oh, Jenna, you're funny. So it robs you of mental clarity. It robs you of years off your life. Being drunk all the time, probably not a great idea. No judgment. We all have our own ways of coping with things. Myself, I did go through a little bit of a thing where I'd have like a drink almost every night. And I'm stopping that because it didn't help. It didn't help anything. It didn't give me a good night's sleep. It didn't help my mornings. It didn't help anything. So what's the point, right? Like my one little glass of wine last night was perfect. I didn't need any more, and I'm probably good for the week, to be honest. So just be aware of what alcohol or binge drinking or like a little bit here and there, fine. Moderation, right? Everything in moderation. Just be aware. Join a pandemic challenge. There are these everywhere, whether you're on Google, Facebook, whatever. There's tons of pandemic challenges where it like exercises your mind. You have to like do brain teasers. I've been doing things where you have to like figure out what emojis represent what movies or anagrams. I've been doing those, which like really get my brain going. So I'm just like, what is that word? Exercise challenges. I'm getting into another exercise challenge here shortly, which I'm very grateful for. The kick in the ass that I need to get going again. They're everywhere. It doesn't matter what you need to do, what you need to focus on. There's a challenge for it. I swear. Facebook, Google, search it. I'm sure you'll find something. And most of these environments are super, super supportive. Even if you're just a beginner at whatever it is that you want to focus on, do it. So second thing that you need to get going on is your mindset. We all know health. Mindset is such a huge part of this. Zig Ziglar says your attitude, not your aptitude, will determine your altitude. I love that quote. I love Zig Ziglar. I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. Your attitude, not your aptitude, will determine your altitude. The quality of your thoughts determines the quality of your life. We all know that. If you didn't know it, you know it now. So in order to grow, you have no choice but to first watch your thoughts very closely and root out the negativity and replace it. I always talk about this. Take your negative thoughts, write it down, and then beside it, write down the powerful, positive opposite, the exact opposite of what's going on in your brain, and repeat that constantly, daily, for the rest of your life. That's the only way to get those negative thoughts out of your head. Installing a healthy mindset doesn't mean never feeling negative emotions like anger, frustration, sadness. Those are natural emotions. We're human. Like, that's just the way it is. We're all gonna feel emotions. Only trying to cover them up or bottle them up, that only intensifies them. You do have to let them out once in a while. But the negative things that go on in your brain on a regular basis, those are the things that we can help start to cancel out with your powerful positive opposite statement. So, what does it mean? What are they doing in there? They're jumping on the couch. Bad kids. Tony Robbins says that he does not negotiate with his mind. It does what I want, not the other way around. He's taught millions of people all over several decades, all over the world, the power of cultivating a mindset that will bring you both achievement and fulfillment. How do you do this? It starts with practicing gratitude regularly. A morning gratitude practice is so important, and it does the world and your mind so much good. If you do not have the magic, what are you thinking? Pick up a copy of The Magic. I think I have a free copy in this group. If you do not have a digital copy, message me and I will get you one. Sorry, my kid's knocking at the door. Just a sec. What? Okay, go pee on the grass. I love potty training. She's gonna go pee on the grass. Okay. So, gratitude, The Magic. Reach out to me if you don't have it. I have a digital copy that I can lend you. You can't experience fear, anxiety, or other negative emotions when you live in gratitude. When you have a life that's deeply rooted in gratitude, those other thoughts and feelings, they don't go away, but they dissipate a lot easier. And sometimes they don't generate at all. Like, I used to be so frustrated at, like, when I go to town and just like traffic and people and stuff, and I'm just like, why am I like this? You know, why can't I be just grateful that I'm able to go to town and do the things that I need to do? Tina says here, I just read a study that talked about being a huge immune strengthener because it increases our body's vibration in a huge way. Exactly. And I had you on, when was it? January, February? I can't remember. It was so long ago. About raising your vibration and how it affects your motivation. And that's a perfect way to start, is gratitude. Just raising your vibration with gratitude, and just things just dissipate. Talking about vibration, it just vibrates away, right? I love you, Tina. So other tools that you can use to improve your mindset, aside from gratitude, visualization. I talk about visualization all the time when it comes to your goals, when it comes to life, when it comes to just things that you want to manifest. Visualization is such a big tool. After childhood, you know how when you were a kid, you just like, you visualize how you wanted your life, or you visualize how you wanted things to go. You had this imagination that just like killed, right? And as you grow older, you lose that imagination. Bring that back. Spend even 2 minutes each morning making mental movies of your best life. It's funny because when I went to Awaken, those of you that have heard about it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But they talk about in Inside Awaken with Todd Campbell, and he's got an amazing live experience. Like, if you guys want an amazing live experience, kind of like Awaken, it's his new one's called Insight, and it'll blow your mind. Anyway, off topic. Inside Awaken, he has you visualize like on a big screen, like with, you know, the curtains that you see in like in a big screen at the movies or whatever. It's like big and loud and bright, and you just see everything, right? So he has you kind of visualize things that way, and that's how I do it now all the time. It's amazing. It's like the best thing ever. I don't even need Netflix. Well, I kind of do sometimes, but I don't even, like, in the mornings and the evenings, that's like the best thing for me, is just to visualize like my best life, visualizing me accomplishing goals, visualizing me just like, there's a fly on my phone, just like killing it, right? So include how you want to feel, include all your senses, your smell and your touch, like your emotion, feel everything. Like that is such a thing, is that the feeling brings it out in your brain, and that's what just causes everything to kind of get into motion, right? And doing it once for 2 minutes is not going to visualize you winning $1 million. Sorry, it's not how it works, but it can really help you raise your vibration, like we're talking about, like gratitude. So when you like compound these things, it just kind of all comes together. Affirmations, talked about that, writing down the powerful positive opposite of your negative thoughts. Those are kind of like your affirmations. And Google affirmations for mental health or whatever it is that you're struggling with. You're going to get a long laundry list of them. Pick a few. They don't have to be the same every day, but it depends on how you feel. I have a bunch that I like, and I pick a few different ones every day, and I go with them. When I did hypnotherapy with Nicole, she's in this group too, and she has her own group, but with hypnotherapy, and she gave me a bunch of amazing ones that I use now that are like kicking ass. So I love them.
Can you get some water?
You go get some water.
I can.
Why not? And just spending your time with great people, like me jumping on live with here with like.
There's water over there.
Well, it's empty then. Can you not yell at me, please? There's some in this rain bin back here. Go get some water over there. Go, you have to go down the stairs. Down the stairs. There you go. Pay attention. She gets Tina says she wanted to be a fairy, and maybe there's still hope. She'll keep visualizing. You are a fairy. You're my fairy godmother. I love you, Tina. Spending time with great people, like jumping on here with you guys, being in this group, I know it's hard to like get to the place where you're like one-on-one with people in networking situations. I miss our live events with Affiliate Institute, because that's like just the energy that you need to like go crazy, right? So jumping on some Zoom calls with friends or fellow mentors, paired up with affirmations. Yes, girl. Yes, girl. Just masterminds, right? The people that think like you. When I talk about the Revenue Mastermind with Mike Dillard, like I'm on there every day. Just, I may not comment, but I'm always like scrolling through the feed and like checking on other people's comments and suggestions, and it just raises my vibration. And I'm so grateful for the people in there, because it's taken me kind of away from some of the negativity of Facebook. And I don't want to knock Facebook, because I love being able to be in touch with you guys more readily and just be available. But that Revenue Mastermind just kind of takes me away from some of the social media aspect of it, and it just kind of concentrates my focus on just like the mastermind part of it, and just being around those people, those like-minded people, which is to me so amazing. The third thing is knowledge. So read. They say that knowledge is power, but it's more accurate to say that applying the knowledge through action is power. Get it? action, implementation. There's a theme here. So read. We tend to think that our challenges are somehow unique, but there's at least one person in history that faced a situation almost exactly like yours and wrote about it. You can search books on Amazon or magazines or articles. I love success.com, Forbes. There's so many different websites where there's like blog posts and articles. I'm sure you search it. I'll search for my fairy mastermind. Okay, I'll stop now. I love you, Tina. You're so awesome. Okay, you make a smoothie then. So, what should you read? All books contain some wisdom, but if you want to grow fast, prioritize those authors who have spent their lives teaching happiness, wealth, and success. Jim Rohn is one of them. There's so many others, like Rhonda Byrne with Magic, or if you want a list of books, suggestions, hit me up. I got like a long laundry list of books that I'm pretty sure will help you. Ryan Holiday, Olivia Fox-Cabane, Simon Sinek, like there's so many authors that have written amazing books, and I'm sure there's one out there that applies to you. Hit me up. Watch personal development videos. There's more knowledge than you could collect in one lifetime contained in TED Talks, free university lectures, and endless YouTube channels. You could be on YouTube for literally ever. I promise. But for every one great video, there are 10 filled with low value or even harmful content. So you wouldn't eat garbage. Don't feed your mind with garbage. Prioritize your content. So like there's some TED Talks that are amazing. Tony Robbins, John C. Maxwell, Mel Robbins. And most of these people even have podcasts. Like search self-development podcasts. I think I even dropped a couple podcast recommendations inside this group. Go for it. And I could probably start dropping more. I haven't really prioritized podcasts lately, but I'm definitely going to get back into it since I'm going to be hitting my treadmill more. Number 4, coaching. So no sports team wins a championship without a world-class coach. A coach can bring you to the same heights of achievement. Trying to build a business, excel in your career, and make that first 10 million without a coach is going to be like trying to win an Olympic medal without a trainer. Sure, in theory, you could do it, but it'll probably be about 100 times harder because that coach, that mentor, has gone through a lot of shit already. It'll probably save you a lot of heartache. A good coach will help you see your blind spots, leverage your strength. Yes, I have good talks too. Search in here. There's lots in here. Plus my YouTube channel. They're all on there. I swear there's so many on there. There's so much on my YouTube channel. And I think pretty much all of them on my website. The last couple weeks aren't on my website yet, but pretty much everything else is on my website. Anyway, off topic. So finding a coach is sometimes as simple as asking your respected superior at work to mentor you. Sometimes it's free, sometimes it's paid. But you know what? I'm just laughing at Tina. She's being silly in here. So you could just simply join a mastermind to find a coach that way. There are other motivated achievers who want to give each other a hand up on the path of success. Like I said, that revenue mastermind with Mike Dillard has been huge for me. Just finding support and resources. It's been awesome. So of course in life you get what you pay for. So it can be invaluable to hire somebody to work with you for some weeks or a couple months or whatever you need. If they're skilled and dedicated, you're almost guaranteed some remarkable personal growth, even a breakthrough or two. Not ready to invest lots and lots of money on some one-on-one coaching. So live monthly group coaching. These are live in my group, are free. I don't want to say I'm not a coach because I am developing my coaching program. Working for free is paid in knowledge a lot of time. Yes, it is. It is paid in knowledge a lot of time for sure. So like I said, these are free on my website, on my YouTube channel, in my Facebook group. If you're watching this on my website, on my YouTube channel, get in my Facebook group so you can be live with me, like Tina and Jenna. And there were a couple other people earlier. Sorry, I can't remember. So coaching, I mean, whether you find some people, some mastermind people, or you pay somebody, it's all up to you. Number 5, I think I'll have a couple left. I think. Where am I? Okay. Number 5 is money. It is possible to lead a happy, fulfilled. Is it possible to lead a happy, fulfilled life without money? There are hermits in caves who have pulled this off, but we know that an obsession with material junk robs us of happiness. But for those of you who choose to remain a part of society, a certain level of financial prosperity does bring us happiness. I'm not gonna lie, I like having a house and internet and stuff like that, which all costs money. On the flip side, money distress is the best way to treat anxiety. On the flip side, money distress is the best way to treat anxiety, shame, and panic. I don't know what I was talking about there. So why do so many people struggle with making or keeping money? The root is always a flawed mindset about money. And man, oh man, have I ever changed my thinking about money in the last year. About this time last year, actually, I took a course with Mike and Kat Martin. Mike is in this group, and they talk about a lack mindset in one of their weeks that we talked about overcoming a lack mindset. And it's not specifically about money, but for me it kind of was mostly about money. We're told growing up that money is the root of all evil, the rich are miserable, or whatever it is. Our subconscious throws up roadblocks for wealth. Hey, you don't like money? Here you go. We'll just put this wall up. But money is only a tool, and one that can create misery, but also immense fulfillment. You can do so much good with money. It's not about you. It's not. Sorry. It's about the things that you can do with it. The right books and mentors can teach you that not only a positive mindset about money, but the habits that will help you create, grow, and keep wealth. So I talked about Tony Robbins already. He wrote a comprehensive primer on investing. I started investing this year. The market was tanked. Of course I was going to sink some money into it. Not only like stocks and stuff, but there are other ways that I've started investing. And the return has been really decent. I haven't accelerated or anything yet, but it's coming. It's coming. Kendra Hall is another name. She teaches her followers how to tell captivating stories that win over customers and grow your business. Simon T. Bailey, his books teach readers on how to create customers for life through service. Their books are really, okay, you guys, I'm still on my go live. They're getting loud. Their books are a really good start, but the authors are also some of the mentors that will help you grow your financial vitality. So there are lots of different ways that you can grow your money mindset. If you want, you can hit up Mike. I think him and Kat are still doing their program once in a while. I'm not sure if I haven't seen it. What just fell? It's really windy here. But there are lots of ways that you can grow your money mindset. You just have to be aware of it. Affirmations help, and definitely being aware is such a huge key. The last one, I'm going to take a drink of water. Relationships. So, there is a saying that you are the average of the 5 people that you hang out with, right? Is that safe to say? I'd say so. So if you want to grow, surround yourself with the people that embody the qualities that you want to cultivate in yourself. Don't hang around the people that bring you down. I know it sucks to say this, and I did have to make some changes in my life here a couple years ago when I learned this concept, but it's all about growth. And if these people are holding you down, maybe they're not that great of friends if they don't support your goals and your visions. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. But what's usually left out of discussions about surrounding yourselves with super allies is there's one person who we spend time with the most, ourselves. Unfortunately, we often neglect this most important relationship, yourself. Self-love is like, yourself is you are the most important person that you're going to have a relationship with. Look in the mirror and love that person unconditionally and to death, and never, ever, ever bad talk that person. Never. We constantly break promises to ourselves. I'm going to start exercising on Monday. I'm going to start exercising next week. I'm going to start saving $20 a week or whatever it is. We're always breaking promises with ourselves, right? Always. We have a hard time holding ourselves accountable to our promises, to our goals, to our dreams. And we're failing to appreciate ourselves. And that leads to depression, anxiety, anger, addiction, people pleasing, and ironically, narcissism. How can you do your best work when you're dealing with all these demons? You can't. That's just the way it is. Having a healthy self-image is also extremely attractive to others. So that's where you'll attract clients if you're looking for clients or people that want to work with you. It's the best way to attract these 5 allies into your life, or even a love match if you're looking for one. Almost everyone is in their 10th or 12th week of socialization. Well, I think we're like past 12 weeks of socialization. I don't even know social isolation anymore because I'm always socially isolated. And I'm just an awkward person, so I'm owning it. I'm owning that I'm like socially awkward. Tina says, I love the saying that we can only love ourselves to the capacity that we love. Oh, love others to the capacity that we love ourselves. Okay, I'm going to say that again. I love the saying that we can only love others to the capacity that we love ourselves. Exactly. 1,000,000%. Like, mic drop. I'm done. Done. Tina, just close it out for me. Okay, I'm done. No, I'm kidding. So, now's the time. Who you want as a fixture in your life, pick up the phone, schedule a video chat, create some new relationships that will help you grow. Number one, needing to be yourself. 1,000,000%. So, to kind of sum all this up, the last 2 weeks and today, I am so grateful that I did this little series because I find that lots of people are struggling mentally right now, and growth is life. If you're not growing, you're dying. Everybody knows that. Everybody's heard that. I don't even know where the sayings come from. Gail Sheehy says, if we don't change, we don't grow. If we don't grow, we aren't really living. So if you're not growing, you're dying. So look at all of nature and you'll probably see that everything that is not growing is dying. And especially up here, this time of year, end of August, you can start to see things like the trees are starting to go, not really kind of yellow yet, but I'm sure they will soon. The grass isn't as growing as much as fast as it was. You know, just little things. You start to see, you know, it's chillier at night, chillier in the morning. And you can see that the process, right? You can see that things are not dying, but going into hibernation even. Now, if you refuse to evolve, you probably won't expire, but it's a guarantee that you'll be missing out on huge parts of life. Without constant growth, we can't experience the richness of life's joys, and we fail to become the people that our potential promises we could be only if we worked at it. Sorry, my notes are confusing me today. And personal growth does require work, conscious, diligent application of toil and talents. They're yelling really loudly right now. To what? Whatever goal we set our minds to. That's your choice. You have control. Your choices, your actions, prove it. You are in 1,000,000% control of your life. But here's what those who are resistant to change fail to see. It can be just as much or more work to stay in the same world that is rapidly evolving around you. It may take a little bit extra work to get up at a decent time in the morning and put in a workout and maybe do some self-development like your gratitude practice than it is to sleep in or binge watch Netflix. But wouldn't you feel better about yourself if you did move more and you did a gratitude practice, if you did read a chapter of the magic, did the magical practice for the day? Wouldn't you feel better than sleeping till noon and watching Netflix for the rest of the day? Myself, I know I feel a million times better since starting doing that more consistently over the last 2 and almost a half years than before. Before, I felt like I was spinning my wheels, like I was going nowhere, like I'm sitting here, I'm a stay-at-home mom with nothing to strive for. And that may have been before all this social isolation pandemic stuff happened this year. But I'm glad that I got on that track before all this started, because I didn't go down like so many people did. I didn't suffer as some people have with their mental illness. And I'm not saying that I don't have mental illness. Like I don't have that battle every day. So I really can't compare, but it's easier. I don't want to say it's easier because I can't articulate this properly, but you'd think that it would be, hopefully for these people, it would be easier to maybe benefit their health a little bit more, to get up and move and do gratitude, do affirmations, those things, do visualization, than to sit on the couch or to sleep in all day. And don't get me wrong, sometimes you do need rest, and take the rest. Take those days. But those days shouldn't turn into weeks and months. And if they have, then maybe we need to talk. Please talk. Please reach out. Please reach out to somebody. If it's not me, if you don't trust me, that's fine. Reach out to somebody that you do trust, please. Tina says she's got to go. Great to tune in. Well, Tina, you caught most of it. So I'm so grateful you could be on because you're awesome. And Tina is also a good person to reach out to. She does remote Reiki sessions. She can really help get you aligned energetically and spiritually. I love her sessions, and I probably need another one soon because it's been a while. Anyway, so I want to say this last bit. Failing to reach your goals, watching your dreams slip through your hands after another year, struggling to make ends meet. Wind's going crazy. Struggling to make ends meet. All that is far harder than paying the price. Okay, guys, I'm almost done. All that is far harder than paying the price needed to build a foundation under your castles in the sky. And apparently somebody's here now, so I'm finishing just in time. But on that note, thank you for tuning in to Jenna and Tina. And I know I had Nicole on too. Thank you, lady. Oh, that's just our helper for the shop. I hope you all have a great week. I'm thinking about taking a hiatus for the month of September just to get focused on my oldest starting school here in a week. So I'd like to just kind of focus on that for now, and just kind of precautions and stuff like that happening. But I'll still be around. If you need help and support, reach out. If you're not in my group, if you're watching this on YouTube or on my website, jump in my Facebook group and you will get unconditional love from me. Thank you too, Jenna. Love you too. I will see you maybe next week, probably not, but see you around. I'll try and post in here a little bit more often than once a week. See you later. Bye.